If the agenda of evil continues to succeed in this country beyond this moment, then there may be no need to serve the living God, and that day will never arrive.
By this, he means if Tinubu wins the election, there will be no need to serve the living God. You will understand as we go further. Please, we will try to be as sincere and unbiased as possible in this analysis. Follow on.
Anything they want, let them do now.
By this, he means anything Tinubu and his team want to do to rig the election, they should do, as it will not succeed this time.
Don't be worried about who somebody picked as president and who is vice president. It doesn't matter. That is what man has decided.
By this, he was referring to the Muslim ticket of Tinubu and Kashim Shettima.
The God we serve is about to answer by fire and is going to show them who owns the land.
By this, he meant God will prove to Tinubu and his group that it is God who owns the land, not them, by causing their plans to fail.
There were those who vowed to turn this country into something else. One was a general in the military. He sat one night and slept and never woke up. Where is he today?
In this moment, he was referring to late General Sani Abacha.
This topic is not just for you. It is for you, it is for your family, but it is more for our nation. The God who answers by fire will answer us by fire. Lift your right and say, oh God, who answers by fire, answer us now!
Despite all these prayers, we say this sadly, though, Tinubu still won.
Anybody who wants can spend 1 quadrillion naira to rig election. The will of God in Nigeria will be done this season.
By this, he was referring to the rumors circulating around during the election about Tinubu and his team spending plenty of money to rig the last election. He said the will of God will be done this season, meaning they will not succeed. We all know he supported Peter Obi, meaning that was the will of God. Sadly, it never happened that way.
Any amount of money they want, there will not be money enough. There will not. Now we are talking with like this. We haven't spoken like this before.
Now, take note of the confidence in his statement. He said they have not spoken like this before, meaning what he is saying now is something he is absolutely sure of.
There will not be money enough to rig the election in the favor of evil, in the favor of killings, in the favor of corruption, in the favor of destruction. The people of this country have been very docile for long, as if they have been charmed. But you know that goat does not bite. But when you push it to the wall, it will show you his teeth. This season, any attempt, people will be shocked at the response that will come.
Here, he meant Nigerians will not stand by to see the election rigged. If you remember, during the election, it seemed Nigerians were ready to stand up and fight for their rights. Sadly, the election was rigged successfully, and Nigerians are now as docile as always, doing nothing.
Any attempt to impose evil on our land, evil, we have tolerated evil for almost 8 years. Any attempt for further evil, they will be shocked at what they will see.
They imposed the evil successfully, and they haven't seen anything so far. This next thing he is about to say is very powerful, and we support that. Listen.
Is it not a shame? People say they don't want you. You spend money to impose yourself on them. Is that not a shame? Somebody should lead because you are wanted. You should lead because they want you, they need you. People are happy with you. They say they don't want you, they don't need you. And yet you want to bribe people, compromise election to be in power. Is that not a shame? That you are rejected and yet you are imposing yourself. They don't need you, they don't want you. Clear out. Don't contest at all. Don't rig to lead. Don't kill to come into power. Let them need you. It's the people you are leading. It's the people that you are leading that should determine whether they want you.
It is indeed very shameful. Shame on Tinubu and his team for forcing themselves on Nigerians.
And as I speak now, let nobody be quiet anymore. Anybody you are, whether you are a pastor, anything you are, let nobody be quiet anymore. From everywhere, let people come out. Don't be a coward anymore. Let people speak. You see, silence most times means consent. If you are silent about evil, it means you are in agreement with that evil. You must not agree to be silent anymore. Whenever the occasion demands, you speak with audacity, with authority.
This is true. Nigerians have proven to be nothing short of cowards. Not all, though.
Evil shall not rule our land. Evil, the same set of people who rule the land, misrule the land, destroy the land, are presenting themselves for leadership. That devil is a bastard liar. Including those who are architects of terrorism in Nigeria. Architects of it. If you have understanding, you will understand what I'm talking about.
By key sponsor of terrorism, he should be referring to Atiku Abubakar. Remember, he ran for president as well.
Those who are architects. Coming out. Say they want to be. It will happen under God's watch. And it will not happen under the watch. It will never happen.
Sadly, it did happen.
There are people who will sleep, they can't wake up in the morning. Except we are not serving that God of heaven. All the testimonies we had, except God didn't do them.
Are we now to assume it was not God who did all those miracles, since the things he said didn't happen?
The same healing and deliverance mantle in this house now is deployed over our land. If God can bring families out of the cage, then I decree that the nation comes out of the cage, out of the prison, out of the chain, out of the yoke of evil and destruction. In the name of Jesus. This nation must see some wicked people buried.
Now, don't think we are trying to undermine Dr. Enenche or anything. We are telling you nothing but the raw truth. It is either he only spoke out of emotion or something else. But this calls for re-evaluation. The church is gradually becoming an empty gong in Nigeria. What is really wrong, and where is the problem coming from? Tell us in the comment box. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to Church Lumina for more. Thanks for watching.